Hi, I just watched Gem and the Holograms, and I'm sorry, I cannot move on from this moment until I talk about it a little bit. And what better to talk about than with you internet peeps? Yeah, Gem, I used to watch Gem when I was a kid, obviously. It's nostalgic. So, but yeah, what I wanted to talk about was it's such a superhero movie because the girls, they try to create identities for themselves, and it's just like watching Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man try to come up with a design for his spider-themed powers. When you're watching Jem drawing stars on her sheet and trying to, oh, by the way, Keisha as Pizzazz, you gotta watch till the end, like all the way past the credits, when Erica Raymond, the main villain from the first movie, meets with three of the Misfits from the Misfits, Roxette, Jetta, and Misty. Misty was my favorite, and Aja was always my favorite hologram. And then for a second there, I thought that Erica Raymond was gonna be. I mean, I don't think that these are spoilers. First of all, watch the movie, and then there won't be any spoilers. But this end credit scene, I don't think that's much of a spoiler. You feel like, anyway, all right, right. So, yeah, watching her come up with a costume for herself and synergy. There was so much. I'm not gonna get into every little bit of it. The songs were not Gem, because when we were watching the cartoon Gem, it was like watching adults perform. They made it a little bit too teeny poppy, but that's all right, because nowadays you have Hannah Montana who did basically the same thing Jen did. Uh, you know, and I used to love Achy Breaky Heart, so I do like Hannah Montana. I've never seen the show, but I know that. Anyway, so all things considered, yeah. So she is such a superhero person because there were many superheroes that she reminded me of. Spider-Man trying to come up with his spider-themed costume, and then saving the world because Gem and the holograms in the cartoon there were more people in their house. They were a foster home. They used to take orphaned girls and take care of them. So it was kind of like the Xavier's Mansion, or Xavier's Gifted School for youngsters. And Jericho was making her music, sorry, to save everyone in the school. So even in this movie, they're doing this to save the school. And she's a shy girl. She is not very confident about getting on stage. And I mean, I'm pretty sure Aubrey Peoples is not. Oh yeah, and Aubrey Peoples, so pretty. And all the girls, Kimber, Aja, and Shauna, and Rhea hopefully in the next movie, because we know that there's going to be a sequel with the Misfits there. It's too bad that we didn't see the Misfits first, but hey, we're going to see them next because we already did see the Misfits, and we see, oh, I am so happy right now because yeah, so like I said, back in the day uh, there was no guy show, girl show. I used to come home at 4 o'clock, 4:30, and then watch My Little Pony and Potato Head Kids and all those things. Starcom, Star Sheriffs, a little bit of Gem, and then GI Joe. So all of these things went together, and like I said, Gem was a really adult thing. Like there were people kissing, and all their songs were so intense and so did fit with. There was only one song in the entire movie that actually kind of qualified as a true song. Them singing under the pier. Oh yeah, Rio. Rio looked excellent. Rio was not ethnic, as he should have been if you follow the cartoon. But then, hey, the band was ethnic, so that was all good, and there was no rule that people have to be. Um, but yeah, so the only because everything else was just too bubblegummy, and that's just I just can't take bubblegum as an actual bubblegum. And but I mean the hair, yeah, like the band was perfect, everything was perfect, synergy was there. Yeah, in the old show, Jericho would always touch her earring and say "Showtime Synergy" and then turn into Gem. And also the world did not know who Gem really was, including Rio. Rio had no idea that Jericho and Gem were the same person. Rio did not know about Synergy, so the girls had to, go through a lot of trouble trying to hide the identities of Jericho's, as well as like the fact that Synergy exists. But a lot of these things were there. Like 5 or 10 minutes into the movie, you hear "Truly, Truly, Truly Outrageous," which is part of the theme song, and then Rio at one point says, "Fashion and fame. Oh, yeah, these things come with fashion and fame," or something like that, and the security guard who fans out. Oh my god, all of this stuff was amazing. And there was this one conversation where Jericho walked in to Ryan Guzman, I think's room when he was in a towel, and they start talking about. I don't know. As far as the messages go, I feel like it's all jumbled. There are some nice messages in there, but it's like little pieces of little pocket universes within the entire universes, and they don't always go together. But hey, the songs were great, and watching Gem again was great, and everything was so great. We've been so excited about this, and everything was awesome. Uh, a little too much Lady Gaga on stage. Yeah, so I think they hinted at I Have the Tiger, that was that girl, Hot and Cold, and then Lady Gaga, and then finally they had Keisha. They also had Jimmy Fallon, who is a really, a fun person as he seems. Then Alicia Keys and everyone. Oh yeah, Chris Pratt. That was all. That was all really great, and thank you very much.